So I'm renting this one. I actually found it really nice to drive. Nice and stable. The suspension could be a bit softer, I find, on a highway where we have little bumps or somewhere, or where just the road is not perfectly smooth. It kind of jiggles all around. But I found that this is a nice place to put your phone. If you're, for example, renting, you don't have a phone holder that you can put either here or anywhere else. You can just place your phone like this here, and I have a little tissue here, so it kind of tilts towards me, and you can drive all around without a phone holder. So this is a neat feature, I think, for your phone. Maybe it's meant for something else, but I'm using it for a phone. I haven't even tested the audio system, but it's very simplistic. There's pretty much nothing here for the audio system. I was amazed that for the 2023 model, maybe that's what they put out for the rental companies, but for the 2023 models, there's no auto climate control, so you have to do everything manually. Maybe there is a way to do it, but it's not written here, and it's just push AC, push for the defrost, push for the recirc, and that's it. You have here the knob for controlling the airflow direction. So, but I also found it interesting that now you have positions in between two directions. So this would be just blowing in your face, and this would be in between the face and feet, and this would be face and feet, and this would be in between the again in between the face and feet, and this will be full feet, and the same here for the windshield. So this is interesting. I like that they have an outlet. It's a 115 volt, 115 watt. Still, the power is really low. Like, would you mind putting me like a proper output that I can use something? But you can still charge your laptop. You can still charge everything, like little things. But for example, like if you would have full breast pump or something, I don't know, something that you might need on the way. Found it very useful to have a USB here, and actually the power is really good coming out of here of it. And there's another one, a more standard cigarette lighter. Of course, you have your switches for 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, low, 4-wheel drive lock, another button that is not used on this model, neutral, and a simple switch to get your gears. It's not active right now. Key is not in. The key is just a stub like this with a panic button in there. So it's not a real key. And you slot it in here and you turn it as a normal key. So now, no, I need to start it. Starts good. Now we can switch gears. And the same information is here. Parking, rear, reverse, neutral, and drive. Here's your wiper control, standard wiper control, light control. This will actually turn on all the lights in the cabin if you push it all the way to the right, but we're gonna keep it to the left for now because it's daytime. This is to light up the back, the box in the back. Standard control for your windows, lock unlock, lock all the windows. This is all good. Your cruise control controls, voice controls for calling. What I found is really weird is that the steering wheel, if you can see it, it's not actually round here, but it has this protrusion, very thick protrusion. So when you want to slide your hand, you can't slide it because this thing is in the way. And I found myself very often bumping to it, so bumping on it. So this I found very interesting and weird. You can't really slide your hands behind the steering wheel, which is interesting. Here you have 3 cup holders, storage for a big bottle, 1 to 5 liters. Of course, this folds up and you have a proper seat here. You have more storage over here. You have to press or something. Yeah, you have to press the the knob here. You have off-road traction control button, tow haul mode. Very spacious, very nice, very spacious in the back. No issues there. Okay, let's drive it and see how it drives. As I said, the suspension is nice, it's good, but it is kind of not as soft as all those old trucks. Not the heavy duty ones, but the regular ones. The suspension is much softer there. This is kind of in between the soft and the weird hard. So I don't know if I would actually buy it. I would road test and I would say, oh, why is there a jitter so much? It's kind of has a very subtle little jitter kind of on a highway. So you're driving and you feel the little bumps for some reason, but you glide over bigger ones. That's how they tune the suspension. I don't know how they do this. Of course, it's a big truck, so there are compromises to be made. But I think some of the trucks, even older, from the 90s, 2000s, they ride much better. They ride softer, better, and power delivery is good. I think this one has a nice transmission in regards to the gearing. The fuel economy is awesome. I think I was getting like I was driving on a highway, I was getting pretty much 11 liters per 100 kilometers. That's, you'll see on the screen how much is that in mpgs. So great fuel economy, awesome. I'm impressed. Extremely good. The only thing is that when you floor it kind of from the gear, so it has to downshift, it kind of jerks. So it's pretty much a brand new truck, 2023. It has 22,000 kilometers on it, and the transmission is weird. So the transmission is weird. It doesn't really clank, but it kind of goes into gear really sharply when it downshifts. Or so there's lots of them on the road. I think they're nice and powerful, and it's a V8, and you get everything you want in the truck. But for this brand new truck, I would expect the transmission to be a bit smoother. It's kind of not perfect, but otherwise it's still holding up. 22,000 kilometers, that's not much. So you just come to a stop, go to park, and that's it. Nice and easy. It's probably easier for them to replace the switch than to replace the manual gear selector. That's why they went for them. So all in all, I'm impressed by the fuel economy, by how it rides, by the power delivery, by the gearing in the automatic transmission. But it does have that weird kind of hard downshift when you floor it. So, and the driving on even on the littlest imperfections on the road, you can feel them. It kind of gives a jitter to the truck. Surprisingly bigger bumps you don't feel really strongly. So it's a weird suspension. If you like it, go ahead and buy it. If you find the jitter weird, like I find the jitter weird, then don't buy it. So really spacious inside. Of course, you don't get the big box in the back, but it's really spacious inside and nice to drive and comfortable. So I would recommend buying it if you want a truck for 5 years or so, and then you'll switch to something else. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful day, and see you in the next one.